Hello, and welcome to a start of a new week. I hope you enjoyed the more relaxed pace of last week as we kind of had a little lighter workload. We're ready to kick it in now and get ready to form our information base for our next essay, which is an illustration essay. For more about what an illustration essay is, you'll notice that I have listed in the text some pages that you can read to get a little bit more about that. So do look through your assignments due, and you should find more information about the illustration essay. Basically what we're looking at is an argument that uses examples, stories, and anecdotal material like scenarios or real life experiences to support a point. And I think that these particular essays lend well to this, the essays that we are going to read as our research material, because at least one of them is going to strike a chord. We're going to talk about communication, communicate, right? Specifically, we're going to read about communication differences, and we're going to just kind of delve into even cross-cultural or language differences and language barriers and how we perceive people based on their speech. I say we're going to talk about these things. Obviously that's figurative. That's what discussion board is for. And in your discussion boards, I just really challenge you to go beyond summary, but to make also some evaluative comments, or to maybe start creating your foundation for your argument in how you talk about these essays. I'm not grading these discussion boards based on the summary value of them as much as your ability to evaluate and discuss with other people in your class. So basically I'm going to look at these different essays. You have, I'm counting 7 different essays to read this time, but again, I think you'll find them pretty engaging. The only assignment due this week is your discussion board. Make sure when you send me your discussion board that you're including your responses to others as well as your original postings. I don't hold you responsible for others responding to you, but if you wish to include those, you can, so I can get the full zest of the conversation. I have been enjoying those. Some of you have mentioned that as you write in your feedback evaluation forms, you wish you had a better plan or a better idea. Getting started is the hardest thing. Consider that as you start reading this week, to really read like a writer. In other words, look for ideas within these texts from which you can create your own original argument and really build from. Make your discussion boards maybe a place that you can start organizing some concepts and even drawing some ideas together. I'm going to flip real quick ahead to the illustration essay assignment in 4.4 and 4.5, and you might want to do the same if you have your course content handy. And basically what we're going to be doing this a little different in this paper. It's a very similar paper to our last several, but obviously we're back to essays instead of literature. And in 4.4 you'll notice that we're looking at a 3 to 4 page essay this time, which is pretty much how we've been doing it. And I would like you to use at least 2 essays. Last time I said, oh, just use 1. This time at least 2 essays. So you're also kind of working towards a little bit of synthesis. In other words, you want those essays that you choose to kind of all be speaking to the same point, or you want to be able to use them to contrast purposely to make your point. So if I have an original argument, let's say about communication, I might draw in 2 of the communication articles together to support my point in some way. That doesn't mean that those articles have to agree with your main idea, but it does mean that those articles need to somehow be used in your essay. I'm telling you this as a preview. That's not coming up quite yet. This week we're just discussing and reading, but as you're reading, it's good to read with the end in mind, and it is an illustration argument using the essays from this time. So good luck reading and writing and discussing, and let me know if you need anything at all. I want to be here to answer your questions as soon as I can, okay? Have a great week. Bye-bye.